His name is Neil. Neil Vanna.
Neil Vanna? Oh, here I thought he said Nirvana. There must still be tar in my ears.
It seems that the ID card you brought back belonged to the man himself. Charlie helped me dig up the details.
The card was issued by Bridges years ago, when the chiral network was still being developed. Records confirm that Vanna has been dead for some time.
So he was a member of Bridges?
No, it doesn't look like he was.
Vanna was a porter contracted by Bridges to handle jobs with special requirements. Like all of you, he was a doom sufferer who leveraged his abilities.
A top-notch porter by all accounts. He worked the Mexican border. Brought over all kinds of useful stuff.
Ostensibly, resources and medical supplies. But in truth, he transported drugs and other prohibited goods.
So he was a smuggler.
Vanna's ID card served as a key to some of Bridges' secure installations, though only a select few, of course. Specifically, those dedicated to the BB experiments, along with various other medical facilities.
I believe that the place you went to for counseling was one of them.
But everything in that area was obliterated 11 years ago by a void out, one in which Neil Vanna died. And from which you alone, Sam, were fortunate enough to emerge alive. Prior to all that, your counseling sessions made you a regular visitor, yes? Well, records indicate Vanna frequented the same facility. There's a fair chance that the two of you might have met before. Do you recall seeing him?
It's hardly surprising. A great number of people pass through there all the damn time. No one would remember them all.
Sam, it's Charlie. We've received your next assignment. This main order can be undertaken by accessing the delivery terminal at East Fort Knott. While you attend to that, we'll continue our investigation into Neil Vanna. I'll keep you posted.
By the way, Sam, you saw Tomorrow with the apples in the corridor, right? It seems she was training, trying to gain more control over her temporal abilities, taking green unripened apples and attempting
Good morning to you.
I will become.
Take care of yourself, Sam.
From this location, you should be able to see some snow-capped mountains, Sam. Your next objective can be found in the heart of them, in the form of the Eastern Environmental Observatory. Once again, you'll need to link up several sites en route to this destination. The first such site to be brought online is the Chronobiologist Shelter, which is due west. Pick up the main order on this delivery terminal in order to begin.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Silence is turning madness, forgetting one soul.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully.
And I
Rest recommended.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
find excuses for your anger, drowning in sorrow, and all the reasons to stay ourselves with you, I suppose. Show you our best.
Now leaving neural network coverage.
Sam, can you hear me? Wake up!
That's quite a drop.
Sam, do you see that structure over there? The one that you built? While it may have been intended for your benefit alone, it nevertheless has the potential to be of use to someone else. And in helping these kindred spirits, you can forge enduring bonds. Never forget, Sam, that you're not alone.
Out there! I'm Sam!
I'm Dollman!
Hey! Hey! Somebody lend me a hand!
Let's get a move on. Almost there.
coverage, credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Good to see a friendly face. It's been a while since I've had visitors. I'll check your cargo right away. Much better than I could have hoped for. How did you even manage to keep it in such good condition? I should have no trouble continuing. All right. Use your Cupid to connect to my shelter.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I'm finally part of the chiral network. I've been looking forward to this moment. I should be able to conduct research at a faster pace than ever. Please accept this by way of thanks. I picked up this accessory in the UCA. You should try attaching it to your backpack. Who knows? It might bring you good luck. Oh, and in case you're curious, the cargo you brought me contained a stock of cryptobiote variants. I've taken to calling them chronobiotes. They appear to alter your body's internal clock for a brief period when consumed. Just another example of the many ways the Death Stranding is wreaking havoc on our perception of time. It's introduced us to Timefall and the beach, as well as the EEs that brought about previous mass extinctions. You know, I can't help but wonder if extinction entities are related to chronobiotes. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Especially with the strange incidents we've been hearing about lately. Well, the porter who used to come through here was attacked by something. It was bad enough that they gave up doing delivery work for good. They still managed to deliver my last shipment, but it was covered with strange dents and markings. When I asked what had happened, they just said it was the work of the Headless Rider. People have been talking about the Rider for a while, actually. And there's this guy not far from here who's dedicated to studying strange mysteries like that. I sent him some details, and he said he'd need to ask around for someone to lend him a hand. You should keep your eyes peeled for trouble until he figures out what we're dealing with. They're cryptobiotes that have become infected with chiral microbes, parasites that induce changes in the host. Chronobiotes can accelerate various processes within the human body. Simply put, eating one should make everything around you appear to move more slowly. Much like Timefall, this continued study of So I've heard a little bit about Hartman's research via the hydrologist. You know, the mass extinctions of trilobites, ammonites, and the dinosaurs. Well, apparently, all these ancient events were set in motion by extinction entities. I'm told there was a human extinction entity as well. And that EEs had umbilical cords linking them to the beach, which could be why their fossilized remains were somehow unaffected by the passage of time. The parasitic chiral microbes that latch onto chronobiotes also originally came from the beach. So, you could even think of them as another form of umbilical tether linking their hosts to the other side. It's a pattern that shows we can't discount the possibility that a new EE might yet be born. and the reason why I believe further study of these microbes could help prevent another extinction event. Now that I have a chiral network connection, this sort of research should finally be possible. I hope this isn't the last time we meet. With no one else around to make deliveries, I was beginning to think I'd have to call it quits. Oh, by the way, a suborder just got posted about those strange incidents I mentioned. You can check it on the delivery terminal here. It's probably in your interest to find out more anyway, given how much time you spend outside. And, who knows, you might even be able to convince them to join the chiral network, too. I just hope we can get to the bottom of things sooner rather than later. Thanks again, and take care.
Well then, Sam. By the way, we have info on Nilvana to share. Could you join me on the bridge?
Order completed. Well done.
Violence is turning madness, forgetting why. I tell you over, men are breaking. You don't know. Don't waste your life observing the slaughter.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
It's all we have to survive this world. Don't find excuses for your anger. You're drowning in sorrow. With all the reasons to stay selfish, you must go. Show you what this burden is hiding, the meaning of it all.
We managed to learn a few more things about Nilvana. You may remember that he was a porter contracted by Bridges. That's what we told you before. Since then, I received a mail.
Another one from our very own Hartman, I'm guessing. Look, we sure we can trust them? Whoever they are?
They are almost certainly someone on the inside. Someone with access to the UCA's administrative systems. It seems Neil Vanna was attending therapy sessions.
But the real revelation is who Vanna's therapist was. Charlie, can you please explain?
A specialist who worked with other doomed sufferers, including one Sam Bridges. She was your therapist and your partner.
Lucy?
Neil Vanna's name was on her client list. Right there in black and white.
That's crazy.
We also uncovered a photo you should see.
Per the records, they perished in a void out which claimed an entire city. A void out only you survived, Sam.
Lucy was pregnant at the time.
It wasn't mine. The child she was carrying. She straight up told me to my face. I never had any kids. She was just my shrink, helping me to work through my often phobia. That's all she ever was to me.
You really don't remember me.
That woman just now, was that...
Lucy. That was Lucy.
Ah, yes. She was your therapist, wasn't she?
Ooh, just the man I've been waiting for. The Metagenomicist's main order is prepped and ready for you. We'd like you to capture the timefall-resistant emu I identified and take it to her shelter. You might find the capturing part tricky, but if you're real quiet, you shouldn't have too much trouble getting close. Now, this emu appears to possess certain unique temporal properties. It may well have some kind of connection to extinction entities as well. The metagenomicist might have different insights into its nature given her specialization, though. Personally, I'm hoping this might lead us to a major breakthrough. Also, there's another order I want you to handle when you have a moment. It's related to those strange incidents I mentioned earlier. They might not be occurring right on my doorstep, per se, but they're still very troubling. Help us out, Sam.
Order accepted. Thank you.
looking forward to your next visit.
There was a time when I would shatter every hidden soul, but now I barely feel the pain when I fall. This violence is turning to madness, forgetting what was soul. I tell you all that men are breaking, but you don't wanna know. Don't waste your life observing the slaughter. There is no time to grieve the sun. Take every chance of joy that you can find. Sail over
Wowzer!
Don't find excuses for your anger, drowning in sorrow. When all the reasons to stay are selfish,
Network coverage.
Nice. That's the way. You're mine. Gotcha. So that's the place, huh? Let's hook that one. Snag it. Hook that one.
Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Oh, hey. I appreciate you coming all this way. Allow me to take a look at that cargo you're carrying. Took good care of this, I see. You completed all these orders for me. I really appreciate it.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So, I finished examining that cargo you brought on over. Now, I know this isn't your fault, but this thing has been absolutely savaged. I highly doubt human or animal involvement. Kinda looks as though it was battered with a large heavy pole, but... And there are also parts that appear to have been melted. Not to mention the unusual tie marks imprinted on the surface. Putting all the pieces together, I reckon this is likely the work of the headless rider I've heard rumors about. In all honesty, though, seems like it was set upon by not one, but several riders. Sheer damage is proof enough of that. Yeah, we're looking for multiple villains, I'd say. But they won't come out and wreak havoc at just any old time. There's got to be a reason they attack travelers when they do. Mind helping me figure out what that reason is? That way we can set the minds of porters like you at ease. Once we know more about them, I can use that chiral network to enlighten everyone else, too. Indulge my curiosity and I'd be happy for you to hook me up, is what I'm trying to say. If you're keen to do so, then pick up the sub-order I posted. I've included the relevant information in the order details. Be sure to look it over should you choose to take it on.
Order completed. Well done.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
was a time when I was shattered at every soul. But now I barely feel the pain when it's cold. This violence is turning to madness, getting wild and soul. I tell you over, men are breaking. You don't wanna know.
Now leaving viral network coverage.
Disorder. There's no time to grieve. Sun, take every chance and try all you can find. Don't find excuses for your anger. You're drowning in sorrow. When all the reasons to stay are selfish, you
Can anybody hear me? I can hear you.
show you out this burden is
Construction process now
hiding
complete.
the meaning of it all. how beautiful is. You don't have to throw. Don't waste your life respecting the love. There is no time you need to run. Take every chance.
Now leaving Kyle's network coverage.
That's the way.
This is the spot where it was last seen. Emus are awfully fast. This search may take a while.
Almost there.
Snag.
Minus 61. Have I ever really loved someone? Do I deserve what I've got? Now the crazy system's down to traps and the fears switching sides. I own $1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become? Minus 61. Now the water level rises high in my cold paradise. Men sit in circles and talk numbers I never really liked. The way
Wonderful.
they think
We've
of
secured the
life
animal.
as some kind
Let's
of
deliver it to the
gamble and
metagenomicist.
watch the city start. Where is it that I belong? Minus 61. Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife, and the sun's out of sight. I see the world I built, lose at the trial what is left and what is right. I made the worst mistake one can make, pretending and playing blind. What is it I'm trying to find?
That's the way.
Thanks. How did you manage to handle so many orders at once? It's always a pleasure when you pay me a visit. Have enough materials? I've made...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I was thinking this might be of use to you, so take it with my compliments.
Order completed. Well done.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
enough oxygen up here.
Get a move on. Fuck me.
Oh boy, that must hurt. Sam, can you hear me? Wake up!
coming. I've been looking forward to this delivery. Now let's take a look. to me. Thanks for bringing it. Now, this is something... My research is going well, and I have you to thank for it. All that's left is to connect me to the chiral network. I'm ready. Now displaying your current porter grade.
I have something I'd like to give you. I hope it's to your liking. All hooked up at last. And wow, I was able to finish my analysis of the emu you brought me in an instant. Turns out it was absolutely riddled with parasitic chiral microbes. It would seem their presence was enough to alter the emu's temporal flow, which is probably why it didn't grow older when exposed to timefall. This all but confirms what the chronobiologist has been. It's an extinct, and if that comes to hit, but it's anyone's. Yeah, it has, but that's the there. In recent days, large BTs have been growing more active in the region to the south of this facility. It's possible that this too could be a consequence of Higgs's efforts. If you're headed that way, you had better be prepared for the worst. Though that might also be a good opportunity to give those EX capture grenades a try. I just know they'll prove effective. And if you're interested in some additional work, I'd also like you to take the emu you brought me to the animal shelter. The staff there want to look after it, and I don't have the proper facilities to give it a home here anyway. I've posted a suborder for this request. There's no rush. You can pick it up from the delivery terminal here whenever you're ready. Thanks again for all your help. I'll probably be hitting you up again.
Sam.
Hey there, buddy. Was hoping I'd get to see you. It's me. Don't act like you've forgotten. Well, you didn't think it was Igor, did you? Anyway, guess I better process that cargo of yours. Gotta say, Sam, you really are the best. Bringing me deliveries in such great condition. I don't even know how. All right, it's time for you to do you know what.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
You're a real lifesaver, you know? I'm guessing you saw the Tar Lake out west of here, yeah? That's where the settlement known as Lakeside Fort Knott used to be. Whole place got wiped clean off the map by a void out. And since that day, the Tar's been eating away at this facility. Some weirdness with the currents, or at least that's what folks are saying. But with the stuff you just brought me, I might just be able to keep the Tar corrosion at bay. Finally. I've shared some data with you as well. Feast your eyes on these grenade launcher and cargo catapult schematics, both new and improved designs. You'll find they're a damn sight better than stuff you used to use back in the UCA. Recently, folks living here have been talking about this group of guys in red they saw creeping around. Got something to do with Higgs, more likely than not. One more thing that's had us worried these days. But now that you're here, I think we can all finally take a breath. Before I forget, got a new suit design to give you as a gift. One favored by a prepper back in the UCAs, you may recall. Try it on for size, why don't you? Well, the grenade launcher has been configured to fire MP shells. Human, mech, BT, doesn't matter. You can use it against all types of enemies. Now, the cargo catapult still does exactly what you'd expect. Lets you fling containers to the tops of mountains and whatnot. However, you can now also use catapults to launch certain throwable weapons as projectiles. After launching a payload, you can use the catapult pod's integrated camera to tweak trajectory and aim for a specific point of impact. It's a way of attacking targets in hostile areas from a good, safe distance. Pretty cool, right? This stuff will come in handy, I'm sure of it. It happened sometime after I arrived with one of the early expeditions. The giant BT showed up, made contact with residents, and boom, void out. Same old story. Massive void outs happen in the UCA too, remember? Or maybe you don't. Chiral network coverage was somehow unaffected, but unfortunately, thousands of people were caught in the explosion. And you know, every time this happens, I can't help but think about Igor. Something like that. I suspect it was a squad of ghost mechs myself. I heard about you shutting down that weapons factory, but arms and ammo are still finding their ways into the hands of bad guys, aren't they? So Higgs is still stirring up trouble behind the scenes, I presume. We're attempting to develop methods to help folks put a stop to his activities. And the weapon data we shared with you is one of the products of our efforts. I tell you, a world where we don't need these damn things can't come soon enough. But on the bright side, we at least have some researchers who are based in Lakeside Fort Knott helping us out here. And if you're up for it, maybe you can help us with our work too. This is just how it went down back in the UCA. We think we were done for. Then the man who delivers shows up. Truth is, you're the reason I volunteered for the advanced expedition. The reason I was able to keep going. I figured if I did, I might get a chance to see you again. That BB pod you're carrying is different than I remember. Doesn't have my brother's keepsake attached anymore either. But hey, life's not just about things. Promise me you'll never forget Igor, Sam. He's gone, but he still feels so close, you know? Sorry. We should probably talk about work. An order with your name on it just came in. A request from a guy not far from here who spends his days fishing in the tar. Come to think of it, I believe he's one of the precious few survivors of the Lakeside Fort Knott void out. It's filed under sub-orders on the delivery terminal here. Take a gander, see what you think. Right, I'll leave you to it. Keep on keeping on.
Fine work as always, Sam. Now come back to this ship and get some rest. Also, we've identified what may be a ghost mech outpost. I'd like you on standby. Your next order might be a dangerous one.
Order completed. Well done. Please give it your all. Hydration recommended. Safe travels.
You're a real lifesaver.
This world, oh.
restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Be there in no time.
Sam.
Yeah. Nice.
Sam, based on our latest assessment, we know where the Ghost Mech base can be found. When you're ready, access the T3 Magellan's delivery terminal and accept this main order. I'll brief you on the details after that.
Tomorrow. I could use some help over here. Coming!
To wake up to another order is just... I wish they could be a bit more considerate. It would seem that Tomorrow's grown more adept at wielding her powers. All that practice manipulating the temporal properties of apples has helped her to gradually refine her technique. And now she can treat you to the literal fruits of her labor, perfectly ripened ones, no less. I heard what Victor Frank said about your BB pod. You used to have a different keychain attached to it in the past? Well, I don't blame you for forgetting. Barely any time has passed since you lost Lou. A terrible shock like that can affect our ability to recall all kinds of memories. We can talk about it on another occasion if you like. It can be good to reflect upon our past experiences when we have the liberty to do so.
Scarf.
You saw his face too, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
It was him, Neil Vanna, I'm certain of it. That clearly wasn't a memory of yours. Was it some thought of Lou's, lingering in the pod? Hold on. Lou was assigned BB-28 serial number 4 years ago, but Vanna died in a void out 11 years ago. It doesn't add up.
Meaning what? That it was his memory we just saw?
He and Lou must be connected. But how?
Sam, the data you secured for us at the weapons factory With it, we were able to continue our investigation and succeed in locating fabricators with similar specifications. I'll brief you in depth as you review the map. Accept this main order from the delivery terminal in order to proceed. Okay, Sam. The facility we've identified is here. An abandoned factory south of the F5 East Distribution Center. There are operational fabricators inside. More than you had to deal with for the previous order, in fact. And to make matters worse, it seems these ones are configured to produce ghost mechs. Higgs is likely pulling the strings at this factory too. So with that in mind, your main objective is as follows. Eliminate both the ghost mech fabricators and any hostiles you encounter on site. In addition, each fabricator contains vital data that we need you to retrieve and deliver to the Magellan. By analyzing it, we hope to gain insight into Higgs's activities and future plans. Tarman will give you the device you'll need to extract the data before you head out. For now, consider the route you wish to take.
Sam, you'll need to make sure to, once you whip from,
counting on you.
Sam, that vehicle appears to be locked up tight. You won't be able to take it for a drive. Bad feeling about this. Like something seriously big is waiting for us. Stay on your guard and proceed with caution. My time to shine. Ah! Let's catch up. Dollman reporting in.
Just a bit further now.
build ghost mechs. Ghost mech fabricators appear to have been activated. This could get very bad very quickly. We need to destroy them as soon as possible. To worry about. And we've secured its data too. There should be 3 fabricators remaining. To keep the ring terminal expansion device safe and proceed to the next one. Fabricators left to disable. Let's move. Fabricator to go. Is that the last of them? Right. All ghost mechs have been eliminated. Now, to deal with the fabricators. Use your ring terminal expansion device to hack into the fabricator terminals. Fabricators have been destroyed. All that remains is to take the ring terminal expansion device with the extracted data back to the DHV Magellan for processing.
Warning, battery charge levels low.
Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Thanks for the help. This one's for you. Enough already.
It's good to have you back, Sam. Now, let's take a look at the cargo you've brought us. No problems with this cargo. Tarman's analysis should proceed without issue. Thanks, Sam.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
Our analysis of the data you extracted for us has yielded detailed records of deliveries to the factory. It seems both the materials used to manufacture those ghost mechs and the routes used to transport said materials were the same as those utilized by APAC. This indicates that APAC was likely involved in the production of these mechs.
Wait, could this possibly mean that Higgs and APAC are working together? We should watch what we say around the President.
We'll need to proceed carefully with our investigation. If APAC and the President did indeed have a hand in these activities, the security of our operations is entirely compromised. One more thing, Sam. Some of the data we received concerned ghost mechs outfitted with rocket launchers. I realize you didn't encounter this type within the factory, but it's possible Higgs may have already deployed them elsewhere. We need to prepare countermeasures for the DHV Magellan with all due haste. There's a specialist who can help us in South Fort Knot, just beyond this mountain. Putting F6 on the grid is one of our objectives anyway. For now, we'll make preparations in an effort to secure his cooperation. You should head to your private room and try to get some rest before your next order is ready. And Sam, good work.
Thank you for your cooperation. All contributions are welcome.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter